How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the House of Business Podcast 2.0. This is your host, Caleb Thompson. Hope everyone's having a great morning out there today. So we usually record these episodes around like 6 p.m. just to, let you guys get throughout the day and give you something to, go into your evening with. But I have something else that's going to come up around that time. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and give you guys this information now. So today we're going to be talking about the downside of drop shipping. Now, I'm going to let you know what drop shipping is and why you cannot build, real brand connections when you drop ship. So if you don't know what drop shipping is if you were an individual that ran an online store. So we have an online bookstore, and with that online bookstore, a lot of the books we do not have on hand. We buy those books from a third party, or we get those books from a manufacturer. We do not make those books in-house or have those books in inventory in-house. So that's what drop shipping is. Drop shipping is running an online store without having the physical product in your inventory. So if I want, let's just say, if I wanted to sell, if I have a product listed online, and with that product listed online, people could say that, they wouldn't know anyways, but people could think that you're running a fake store because you have a product online that sells certain types of Turkish delight candies. So you say, okay, well, I want to buy these Turkish delight candies from this candy store. And, but you do not, that's what drop shipping is. So if a lot of times, if you do not have room for, inventory, if you don't have room, if you don't have room to just buy a whole bulk, usually, when I first started e-commerce, what I would do is I would find those Amazon pallets. They would have Amazon pallets online. You get a pallet of like, mixed products. It'll be toys. It'll be clothes. It will be, you can get it for $500. So you can probably get over $5,000 worth of products, for $500, getting a mixed Amazon pallet. Now, these are things that were sent back to the store. These are things that had slight defects, or these are things that maybe the packaging maybe ripped a little bit, so they couldn't sell it online. So what they do is they put all of these toys and all of this mixed inventory. It could be from coffee pots to toys to certain types of candies and treats. And what they'll do is they'll make a pallet of all these products, and they will sell these products online. So you can buy a pallet from $200 to $500, but it will be like $5,000 worth of products or $7,000 worth of products. But the only thing that's wrong with the products is the packaging. The original packaging that it came in, they couldn't sell it because no one wants to buy a product if the packaging is tore. It could be it could not expose like the food, but just say I bought a box of cereal. Even though the cereal inside of the box is completely fine, the outside of the box has a tear on it. So to save, brand a customer loyalty, no one wants to buy a box of cereal and the outside box has rips on it or it's fading a little bit. So what they'll do is with those defective boxes and toys and those packaging, what they'll do is they will create a pallet, and you can buy these pallets online for $200 to $500 for over $5,000 to $7,000. Some people have gotten PS5s, just because of the wrong packaging, bad packaging. They couldn't sell it. They didn't want to sell it online. So you can buy these pallets. So that, and that's if you have inventory on hand for your stores. Now, what drop shipping is that I run an online store, but I do not have the physical product on hand. So what I do is someone orders a product that I have online. They order it from me. And what I do is I take the money. Just say there's a product online that's $50. I like that product. So what I would do, and I want to sell this product at my store, is $50. So what I would do is I would take that product, I will put the visual of that product on my store, give it a 20% markup, and just do everything I need to do, like the search engine optimization that when someone searches for that product, it brings your product up first. So one way that you can do that is through search engine optimization. Every word or every description that has to do with that particular product, you want to to make sure you put as much words that describes that product. So when someone searches for that product, your product pops up first on all the search engines. So, but you have to do the search engine optimization. So I would see a product that I would like to sell at my store. Just say I would like to sell this product at my store. It's $50, $49.99. I like the product. I have a good customer base, customer loyalty. So what I would take that product and I would put the physical picture of that product on my website. And when someone buys the product from me at a 20% markup, now they sell theirs for, let's say, they sell theirs for, let's go higher than 20%. They sell their product for $50. I sell my product for $64.99. So what I would do is I would take that $64.99 plus tax, and I would take a percentage of that and buy the product from that manufacturer and put in all the information, the shipping information that was put in on my store to make the order. And I would put that information in and buy the product for that customer and send the product directly to the customer from the original manufacturer. That is what drop shipping is. So when you see someone has an online store, e-commerce store, as long as they build the foundation of the business, of the e-commerce store, this is exactly what it needs to be. It needs to be the name of the company, the logo the name of the company, the slogan you're going to use, the logo, the business plan, and that builds the foundation of the company. And then you need the website. So with all those 5 things, you can build you online store, online company, find your software or platform that allows you to start e-commerce or start selling without a price. So, and that's how we got contracted with Big Cartel. So a lot of my e-commerce stores are with Big Cartel, and I am in agreement or contract with them to all of my e-commerce stores only have to be Big Cartel. I just got out of a call, not really a call, but email with their compliance officer. Certain things that I have to do to keep the contract with them for our e-commerce stores. So, but that is what drop shipping is. So this is something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. That's very important, and that cost me a couple customers. So but we're talking about the downside of drop shipping and why you cannot build real brand connections or real customer connections when it comes to drop shipping. So I'm going to give you 3 talk points here. Number 1, you lack control over the customer experience. So you have to realize that when you start drop shipping, you do not control the packaging, shipping time, or presentation. That is the downside of drop shipping. See, I can tell someone from my store, I can give out deals or do some marketing and say, man, you'll have your product within 3 to 5 days, 3 to 5 days, to try to find manufacturers that align with that time frame. But sometimes it can take a little bit longer than 3 to 5 days. So a lot of times there's a lot of research that has to go into e-commerce as well. So if I do drop shipping, if I do not have product on hand, and I can control that 3 to 5 day shipment time, what I would do is, if someone orders from me and they're in Ohio, I would look, and I'm selling chocolates, you know what I mean? Valentine's Day special. We have a candy store, so we're selling chocolates. If someone makes an order to our store from Ohio, the first thing I do, instead of using my original manufacturer that I use, it may take him 7 days. He's way in California. It may take him, he makes the best chocolate strawberries, but it's going to take 7 days. We have a 3 to 5 day advertisement on this Valentine's Day special with the candy store. So what I would do is I will look for places specifically in Ohio that is around that neighborhood, and I would pay them to give them to take them those chocolates. So if I have someone in Michigan that orders a specific toy, we have a Crayola, a Times Square toy store. We have a Crayola airbrush that just came out. It's a very popular item. We marked it up probably 35%. People buy this item. So what they do is, if I cannot get it shipped from the factory and it's going to take 12 days, what I would do is I would look for places around the area or around that state or around that area where he can get the toy within 3 business days. and where I won't have to get it shipped from the manufacturer where it takes longer. So I find other toy stores or other places that has that specific toy, buy it online and has it shipped to them directly within that time, because you have to do the research. So I don't want to I don't want to use the manufacturer that's here in New York City, and it's going to take 5 to 7 business days to send something to California. What I want to do is I want to make sure if any place in California, any manufacturer, any specific store like mine holds that product. And what I want to do is I want to contact them. I want to pay them, give them the information to send that toy directly to that customer that is in that particular state. And that lowers the shipment time. And that also gives us a good, but one thing, like I said, though, but when you do drop shipping, and you really don't take the time to do the research to make sure that your customer can get that product in that certain specific time. Some people just order the product and they just let it happen however it happens. Oh man, it's 5 days. So you have customers calling you or emailing you and telling me, I still haven't got my product. Can I get the tracking number and what's going on here? So when you do not control having the product on hand or in your inventory, it's hard. It's harder for them to track the package and things of that sort, because you're using a third party. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you can do that type of research. But we're talking about the downside of drop shipping, and the downside of this is that you can send products without your personal touch. Products are going to be sent without your personal touch or your personal branding. So the good thing about having products on hand is that we have a consumer electronics store, which is Thompson Tech Electronics. So Thompson Tech Electronics, we have these little bitty, you can add like little stickers. You can order little stickers and little things with your logo on it. You can order a little packaging paper that has your logo printed all on it. So if I did have a product, just say if I had a product that was just say a hovering UFO speaker, levitating UFO speaker that we sell online. Okay, so if I had like 20 of those speakers in inventory, in physical inventory, what I could do is while packaging that particular product, I can add our Thompson Tech wrapping paper. I can throw a couple of stickers into the box. I can throw a thanks for ordering from Thompson Tech Electronics and personalize the packaging before shipping the packaging. But when you drop ship, you do not have that option of putting your own personal touch and your own personal brand. It kills the brand connection because they're ordering from you, but they have no stickers. They have no thank you note. They have no Thompson Tech wrapping paper, to help them to remember your store. So that kind of kills the brand connection when you're drop shipping. And you can't really build emotional connection through the buying experience, So, they have a package coming in from Amazon, but they bought it from Thompson Tech Electronics. The next time they're going to be like, man, I can probably find this product, on Amazon. I don't have to go through some of these smaller small business stores and online stores. So that also kills the brand connection, and it kills the customer experience. So that's the downside of drop shipping when it comes to the customers missing out. The customers missing out on a lot of things like that. Is your personal touch. That's my main thing, the personal touch. You can't create memorable unboxing experiences that build connection, like we just talked about. When someone unboxes something from your store, they want to see those stickers. They want to see that thank you note that's signed by the business owner that has your logo on the piece of paper. They want to see that branded wrapping paper that has Thompson Tech, or it has Tom's Girl Toy Store when they buy a toy from the kid. We have Summit Code luxury kids cars. So shipping these kids cars, me not having a parking lot full of kids' electric vehicles where someone can just come in and buy a vehicle. I have to drop ship some of these vehicles. So when I drop ship some of these vehicles, it's not going to have my particular brand, Summit Cove Kids Garage. I don't have the luxury of making sure that I can integrate my brand into this product. So it kills the unboxing experience. So once a father or a mother buys a toy car for the kid, when they rip that box open, they want to see, man, this came from Summit Cove, a luxury kids garage. They want to see some stickers. They want to see a couple fun things that really highlight our brand and make them feel good about who they purchase this product from. But you lose that leverage when you drop ship. So, but you just can't really create a memorable unboxing experience. And it makes it harder for me myself to stand out in a crowded market. So when you drop ship, okay, you can make some easy money, man. You can make any type of store that you want. You know, I think the next store that I'm going to create is a cigar store. You know what I mean? Find some of the best cigars, you know what I mean, here in the United States that you can get at bulk price for cheap, and try to sell them to some kind of, bars, or sell them to in bulk. I might get them for 5 cents a cigar. Ecuadorian cigar comes with 100 to 500 cigars. I would probably take those cigars and market or target, nightclubs or anything else in the New York City area. And I'll tell them, man, I have some of the best cigars, Ecuadorian cigars out there. We sell them in bulk. And then that way you can add this to your inventory and give your VIP section an extra, or a smoking section. People don't have to just buy liquor. You know what I mean? They can also buy cigars, and then I can also pitch that, man, if you just put a certain area of the club and turn it into a small area outside. So you have the VIP area, and then you have an area right here that you cleared out where people can smoke, add your event right there. But this is going to be the VIP cigar lounge. So you have the VIP area in the VIP cigar lounge. That'll be more of a gentleman's area. And I can pitch that idea and tell them, with that extra area, you are creating an extra department inside of your nightclub that's specifically for people who don't want to be crowded inside of the regular nightlife scene with, like, you know what I mean, the people that comes to party. These are people that comes. They like to, they like the atmosphere, but they're more of a gentleman type. They're more of a luxury type. They want to be they will watch the party and the clubbing, but they don't want to be specifically intertwined with it. And you can create a gentleman's lounge with that. So I would pitch that idea to help sell these cigars. So, but what I'm saying is, if you do not, that's just an idea, that I had. So if anyone wants to do that, that'll be a great way to start finding things like that. But that's probably what I would do next. But it makes it harder for you to stand out in the crowded market, man. Makes you, because when individuals buy certain things from you, and I'm just saying, if I'm Times Square toy store, but if I don't have the product on hand and I need someone in New York City to get this specific product within 3 to 5 days, so what I will have to do is I will have to go to not Legoland, but what is it called? I cannot even think of the major toy store, Toys R Us. So I will have to ship some of my toys from Toys R Us, and that kills me trying to bring brand awareness to Times Square toy store. You know why? Because I had to ship the toys from Toys R Us, and it has their particular package and logo on that particular package. So that kind of hurts your brand. You know what I mean? So that's the downside of drop shipping products when you have e-commerce. So that's number one. You're going to lack control over the customer experience. So number two is you will struggle to build a strong brand identity. And that's what we were just talking about, the brand identity, how, when you have to drop ship, other people's brands are on the product. You cannot personalize the unboxing experience where you put your stickers, your own personal note, your own branding. So I wouldn't care ordering something from Toys R Us, but if the unboxing experience had, our wrapping paper on it, our box with our logo, and that, it would make it look more of like a collaboration than us, sending or drop shipping our toys from them. Next time, they're just going to go online and buy and get the toys from Toys R Us themselves. They're not going to go through us and probably get it for a better price, So that kills a lot of your brand identity, man. It makes you struggle with building a strong brand identity in the crowded market. But like we just talked about, I do understand that without custom packaging or branding, my business feels generic. So it can make your business feel generic, even though it's a legit business. You have a legit business. You may have the stickers. You may have You may have the wrapping paper. You may have the thank you letters with your brand on there. You may have a stamp. You may have all these things, these branding tools. But if you do not have the product on hand, you have to drop ship from another place. They can put their brand or their stickers or their thank you notes into that product. And what that does is it kills your brand identity. So even though people are buying from you, you don't leave a long lasting experience with them because they do not have anything to remember you by but an invoice. And they have an invoice. There's like this guy. Yeah, they have an invoice of being charged by you. That's the downside, but they don't have anything else to make it the purchase worth it, or say, man, you know what? You know where I bought that? I bought that from Thompson Tech Electronics, man. It's a cool product, and it's like a UFO levitating speaker. It looks like a UFO. It levitates. That's cool, isn't it? But when someone looks at the brand packaging, it says it's from somewhere in China. You know what I mean? They have their branding on it. They have their branding stickers. There's nothing that says that this came from Thompson Tech Electronics because it was drop shipped. So you have to be careful with that. And I just want everyone to know, because I do have a lot of e-commerce stores, but it hurts your brand identity. And sometimes people buy an item from you, but they only buy it one time. They only buy from your store one time for the simple fact that, their unboxing experience isn't authentic with your certain brand. But my customers particularly often remember the product, but not my company. So that's something that we just talked about. They love the product. They want to know, I don't manufacture a product. I do not have some big manufacturing plant where me and the board over that manufacturing plant, we come up with 30 products. We sit down in the room and come up with 30 products that we believe that can set off a trend and help to generate revenue. So, and then we come up with a plan on how to manufacture these products. What are we going to use? We want to find good quality material for a low price and a method that we're going to use to manufacture these products and ship these 20 products out from this manufacturer for 20 electronic products that's cheap, maybe certain types of headphones that they look like quality headphones, but we can sell them to Dollar General. We can send a pitch deck to Dollar General and have them sold in Dollar General stores. Good quality looking headphones, and we can sell those. We can pitch those. So we have 20 products that we can sell and send pitch decks to these different companies or whatever. I don't have that. I don't have a board members that we can sit down, figure out. We need 20 products, yoga products that we can manufacture right here in this spin. We need 20 toy products. We need 20, this products, and we're going to all manufacture here. We're going to split the plant up in certain split the plant up in certain departments, hire people, and all these people over here in this department are going to make yoga mats. All these people in this department are going to make electronics. All these people in this department are going to make toys, and we're going to find a way to cut out the middleman and come up with a solution how you use this manufacturing plant to power all of our stores. So I don't have that, but there is someone who does that, has the products and makes the products and sells the products and things like that, and that is who we drop ship from, whether it's coming from China, whether it's someplace in the United States. That's what they do. But I don't do that. So my customers often remember the product, but not the company, not my company. So they go somewhere else. They may buy from me one time, two times, maybe if they're supportive, maybe if they see my online presence personally, or if I talk to a customer personally and it's like, okay, man, this guy's has a good personality, man. I see he's not trying to get over if there's anything that he can do. So just that personal experience or that personal exchange can cause someone to want to buy from you or be loyal to your company. But a lot of times people buy from you one time and they say, okay, man, this yoga mat was made from, a certain place. Even though I got it from Gotham Yoga Fitness Studio, there was no personal branding, things left, there was nothing that would highlight the company's brand when we unbox this product. So what happens is that they say, okay, man, who made this mat? Man, it's comfortable. It looks nice. Oh, it was made by, Aloe. It was made by Lululemon. They drop ship for them. So they would directly go to that particular store and probably get discounts for subscribing or memberships or just for email alerts, and they would probably get a 20% discount. So they would go with them instead. So that's things that you have to to understand that's the downside of drop shipping. People see that, you have a lot of online stores that they may think you're making a lot of money, but there's a downside as well to owning a lot of online stores as well without that personal touch. But and also I do miss a lot of opportunities to reinforce my brand through every order. So a lot of times, man, like I said, man, when people order from you, yeah, they're going to get the invoice that has your name on it. They're going to get the invoice that has your logo on it. But when they unbox the product, it's going to say that this toy car, it came from bigtoys.com. You know what I mean? It came from, this is the original manufacturer, but it was shipped by Summit Cove Luxury Kids Garage. So, but it was shipped by us and it was bought through our website, but it has another branding on it because we had to drop ship it. So, that kills a lot of things, man. You miss out a lot of opportunities to reinforce your brand with every order besides the invoice, and that's not really good. You know what I mean? So, but it also limits my ability to create long-term brand recognition and loyalty. So unless you just have a lot of clothing on hand or you have a parking lot where, you have a real car lot. Some people you have a real car lot, but you can also create a car lot for kids. You know what I mean? Where you have all these toy stores and you have the cars lined up like a real car lot, different types of Bentleys and things like that, and have it a part of a real car lot. You can have a real car lot. This is a brand that we have, and this is somebody, man, I want to give this to somebody that's probably thinking about starting a car business. So we have the Summit Cove brand, and we have all of these companies at, you can go to www.Summit Cove Auto Hub. That's Summit Cove, SUMMIT Cove, COVE Auto, AUTO Hub, HUB.com, Summit Cove Auto Hub. And what we do is we have a Summit Cove brand that is an auto brand, and we integrated. The brand came with 3 different companies. So we have Summit Cove Auto Essentials, where we sell basically just car products and things of that sort. We have Summit Cove Auto Sales Consulting. And what we do with the auto sales consulting, if you want to sell a vehicle and you're looking for the right buyer, we can help you find the right buyer. If you were looking to buy a car, we have a list of products and individuals that we work with to find you the right car at the right price. So we do like auto consulting as well. But then we have Summit Cove Kids Garage, the luxury kids garage, where we sell nothing but kids cars. So all 3 of these different companies fall under one brand, which is the Summit Cove Auto brand. So, but they're just 3 different companies. So you can go to Summit Cove Auto Hub to learn more about the Summit Cove Auto brand. And why I'm saying this is that you can create a car lot that has just kids' cars, but it could be a real car lot as well. It could be a real car lot for auto consulting and have kids' cars out in the front as like a real car lot. And then you can also have a point inside where you can sell auto products, whether that's car fresheners or whatever, inside where you can do the auto consulting, but outside. And then you can also in the back of the store have some type of auto car wash. So it can be auto operations all within one place. So, but the reason why I said that is to say this. I said that to say this because without having some type of physical location or physical presence where people can come in and they can get those products, and you drop ship a lot of products as well. Or if you do not have a lot of products on hand to give your personal branding and personal touch to, it limits your ability to create long-term brand recognition and loyalty. So if you're just not tuning in, this is the House of Business Podcast 2.0. This is your host, Caleb Thompson. We're coming live from New York City, as we always do. This is the place where we give you the knowledge and the tools to execute your dreams and your visions. So number 3, we are talking about the downside of drop shipping, why you cannot build real brand connection when you drop ship products. We gave you 3 talk points. We're giving you 3 talk points. Talk point number 1 is that you will lack control over the customer experience. Number 2 is you will struggle to build a strong brand identity. And number 3 is, this is our last one. I need you guys to tune into this. So you will miss out on customer loyalty and repeat business. Now, I just talked about that, how you will miss out on repeat business, how someone would buy something from you. And once you drop ship that product, they're going to say like, okay, man, we understand that we bought this product from Thompson Tech Electronics, but it's being shipped from Amazon, so it really doesn't matter where it's been shipped through, but you need to have a personal touch with your brand integrated into the packaging. So you're going to miss out on a lot of customer loyalty because they're going to see that this particular product, it came from Staples. You sell a product that's a hot item, a consumer tech product, but the best price that you can find is to get the product from Staples. So instead of when it's drop shipped from Staples to you, people will no longer go to your store. They'll just start going to Staples. So that is the downside to drop shipping. But me, myself, I see that without a personal touch, customers have little reason to return without having that personal touch of those stickers, those packaging. Without that personal touch, they really have no reason to return to your store. But and you really cannot easily build emotional connection through that buying experience when you don't have that personal touch. So my business becomes more transactional instead of relationship driven. So with those other products, it helps you to develop relationships and customer loyalty through your brand recognition, through them recognizing your brand, through them having a souvenir or something. Long after they opened up the pool table and put it together, they're going to throw the boxing away, but they're going to keep those stickers. They're going to keep that receipt. They're going to keep that thank you from buying from us. They're going to keep those things that came with that pool table, but they're going to throw the boxing away. But there are certain things that they will keep. They'll say, man, you know what? They're going to look at the engraved sticker or something that's on the pool table. So when you don't manufacture products, or you don't have a way to engrave your logo or leave certain thank you notes and things like that, man, it can really hurt your repeat business. People purchase products from me, but because you have to drop ship these products, if you do not have a warehouse where you can you can ship the products directly from your warehouse or directly from the store, it really creates a problem with brand awareness when it comes to your company. And it doesn't know they open the products. It's really not a long lasting experience. So you can't just really build a connection like that through the person's buying experience. But me, myself, I realized that without connection, I'm always chasing new customers instead of retaining them. So every time I come out with some hot items, they buy the products, but they're not a repeat customer for the simple fact that there's no personal brand or personal company touch to the products that they receive, and that kills your repeat customers. So I'm always coming up with a new product. I'm always working. I'm always looking for new customers, just for the simple fact that there's no personal touch to those products once, and it kills the unboxing experience. It makes it not as not as awesome. You know what I mean? I hate to say it like that, but just to keep it simple, man, when I unbox a pair of Jordans, you know what I mean? It makes the experience awesome when I see the Jordan paper that it's wrapped in, or if I see the box that has the Jordan sign on it, if I see that it comes with a Jordan sticker that I can put on my laptop, and it comes with a mini keychain or something like that. So those small items make a difference when you are a online store or once you ship products. Without that personal touch to the products that you ship, it kills your brand identity, and it can also kill your company. And people can buy from you from one or two times, mainly one time. And then once they get that product and they don't see any personal touch from your company, they will look and see exactly where that product came from, and they will go directly to them next time. So, and then you will have to come up with another product. You have to find a target market for it. And it's kind of like repeating the same thing, looking for that same one or two customers that will come and order from you. So that is the downside to drop shipping. If you do not have product or inventory on hand, or have like a U-Haul storage space where you keep your inventory, if you don't want to keep it on hand, and you don't have a lot of these things in your house, or working from home, or making clothing from home where you can package it and box it the way that you would like to, it kind of kills your brand identity, man. And that's the downside to drop shipping. So if anyone ever wanted to know if they want to go into e-commerce, if they wanted to go into getting an online business, my personal advice is that, okay, you can drop ship items and things of that sort, but find some kind of way to build a customer relationship. So even after the product leaves and and you're watching the tracking to that inventory, and you see that product comes to that house, or that product is delivered, at least send a follow-up email, man. Send a follow-up email and say, man, we thank you for buying from us. And with buying from us, we're going to give you 20% off on your next purchase. And then, and in the meantime, this is another strategy you can use as well. So I just came up with this. I just thought about this. This is another strategy you could use as well when drop shipping. So even though when you drop ship and the unboxing experience is not going to have your logo and things like that because it was drop shipped from another manufacturer, what you can do is once you get that address of the person who needs that product, you can with yourself come up with a thank you note, a sticker, and stuff, and mail them on your own personal package with some of those details from your company in them, saying that, thank you, Mr. So-and-so, for purchasing the whatever, put a little bit of product details in there, and write your own personal package with the stickers and things of that sort, with the cool little package, but it would just come in the form of like a document, and put your little stamp on there like it's official document of authentication, document, certificate of authenticity, or, and what you can do is you can ship that off immediately while they're waiting on the product. So that's one way, man, that you guys can kind of use that as drop shipping as leverage. Now, I just thought of that right here on the fly, but there is a downside to drop shipping when your individuals or your customers, once they get those products, it doesn't really have a personal touch to it. So to kind of use leverage or balance that out so that you will not lose customers, what you can do is once they order from you and you're waiting on that product to be drop shipped, what you can do is you can come up with a small package of you typing up a letter, having personal stickers or whatever, put it inside of that letter. Now, I'm not talking about like a letter from 1932. I mean, make it look good, put it in a clear packaging, put some your personal branding stickers in there, get you a stamp, different types of stamps that you can order online, where you can stamp it as a thank you note for buying from us, and you can ship that off immediately. Ship off the branded thank you note with the specific product that they use. Give them some type of promo to the next deal. And then once that product comes from Amazon or it comes from another place, they will still remember your brand, despite it coming from someone else. So you're already getting ahead of the curve. So make sure that, man, you can use that. That is something that, man, I just thought about, man, that I'm going to start doing from now on. But, man, some ideas just come on the fly, man. So, start to do that. If you drop ship, if you have a store online, some type of store online, and you drop ship products, to make sure that your brand identity doesn't get lost, with the inside the competitive market, you can personally send thank you cards that are, customized or unique, and put your stickers in a clear envelope or any kind of way that you want to package it, and you send that off immediately the same day and say, man, thank you, Mr. or Miss whoever, for shopping with Thompson Tech Electronics Company. Thank you for your purchase of the so-and-so, and you put a small product details. And because you use us, because you went through us, we want to give you a 10% promo on your next, just put this code in the next time you order from us. So while they're waiting on that product that's coming from somewhere else, you already got ahead of the ball, man. So, if you cannot put your personal branding items inside of the box, once you drop ship, at least get ahead of the ball and give them something to remember you by, and a thank you letter with your stickers or package of branding in there. And that could create more of a loyal customer base. So, man, that's the downside of drop shipping, man. We also gave you a good tool at the end, man, that you could use to get ahead of the curve and not have to fight for customers every single time, people ordering from you just one time. So, man, that's good. So, man, we see you back here next Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Coming live from New York. It's the House of Business Podcast 2.0, and this is a place who give you the knowledge and the tools to execute your dreams and your visions. Peace.